Yes, 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 yes. What's up? What's good? What's popping? What's cracking? What's percolating? What's really good in the hood? It is your man Theo, brother, and welcome to the lovely Grand Madam Terrell. She is already in the building. How we doing, Grand Madam? How we doing? We are in here. We in here for a good time, not to be confused with a long time. And I can't wait till folks pull up. Cause I want to start this show off right. I do. I just watched an apology from somebody, and I got some. I like them. I have some strong feelings about what they said, and I definitely want to get into it and everything like that. So we only got one, and as I told them on TikTok about an hour ago, that ain't enough to have fun. We're gonna wait till we get two. That'll be a crew. Then we can make it do what it's gonna do. But thank you so much, Grand Madam Tarot, for pulling up. We are in here. Like I said, we're gonna have a good time tonight. We're gonna have a good time in the city. Good time in the city. We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna have a good time. Let's groove tonight. Boom, 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 boom. Share the spice of life. Boom. Share the spice of life. Boom. We're gonna groove tonight. Boom. Oh. Come on, somebody. I know I ain't the only one know something about them elements. I know I ain't the only one know something about them elements. Shout out to Earth, Wind, and Fire. They don't make music like they used to. Kimoyo. Kimoyo is in the building. The Kimoyo King, president of the Black Panther fan group, is in the building. Like I said, I think we in here. I think we're gonna have a great. As a matter of fact, let me not say I think Panther fan group is in the building. Like I said, we're gonna have a great show tonight. No. We gonna have a great show tonight. I put that on the homie. I ain't gonna say put it on the dead homie because folks be tripping. I ain't gonna do all that. But yeah, we're gonna have a great show tonight. I'm crunk. I'm ready. I'm gonna try and keep it as light as I can. I'm not saying I can. I'm gonna try my best to keep it as light as I possibly can. But considering the never mind. We're gonna get into it. We got three. That fills my heart with glee. Let's go ahead and make it do what it's gonna do. Let's go ahead and go down tonight's topics. Andre Ware got sacked at a No Kings Ralley. I found that to be amusing for quite a few reasons. We're gonna get into it. Sean Peyton, the head coach of the Denver Broncos, who should be celebrating his win over the New York Giants, can't keep Russell Wilson's name out his mouth. When last time, buddy? Never mind. Death battle. Buffy versus Blade. Okay. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. Like we're gonna talk about it. Stephen A. Smith and Jasmine Crockett. You know, there was one thing that I was gonna say, and then I happened to have the misfortune of watching his apology on his Straight Shooter podcast YouTube channel. I left some very deliberate, direct responses to his apology. And we're gonna get into it. Yeah, we're gonna get into it. That might be the only serious part of this show. Wonderman. You know, brothers say the damnedest thing. I was telling Kimoyo this when I was talking to him and Dora. I said, you know what? The comments that I got on the post that I put over there on TikTok make me think of David Letterman back in the day. You remember when David Letterman would have his top 10? Yeah. This should be funny. It's amusing to me. Jonathan Hickman on T'Challa. Y'all remember when T'Challa went missing? After David List run, y'all remember when he went missing? There's a reason for that. I read it. I'm still trying to understand it. I'm gonna need the help of the Rock With Me Nation because I ain't got it yet. I'm trying. Grandmaster Terrell, Kimoyo, Gray, my brother Darrell, Mr. Smith, he come in. Miss Kent, I don't know. Maybe y'all can help a brother out. Miss Maxine Shaw, I don't know. I'm struggling. I said what I meant. I meant what I said. I'm struggling with this. Action pre-orders available. They want my money, as in Hasbro. Why they might want your money too? We're gonna get into it. Also, comics this week. This was a light week. When I say light, I mean feather light. This was a light week. Why? But what comic did I get? Yeah, we're gonna discuss it. Also, Coogler reboots the X-Files for his mother. Yeah. Your mom gonna be a way tougher critic than I am. I'm just because you said your mama. That's like my mama being a James Brown fan. You know, my mother being never mind. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it. Let me make sure I greet everybody. We got 4. We could use some more. We could, but that's okay. That is okay. I don't mind taking the dance floor. Yeah, we got the Kimoyo King, Grandmaster Terrell pulled up and everything like that. I was listening to Can't Hide Love earlier. EWF is fire. Yeah, man. Earth, Wind, and Fire. That's them right there. That's them right there. We still working on getting the show to a point where we can play R&B music, just soul music, whenever we want to. That's the goal. That's the goal, to just sit back sometimes and just, because you know they say music soothes the soul and everything like that. Soul, as in soul, Trent Johnson & Johnson hair products. Yeah. Anyway, let's go ahead and start tonight's show off and everything like that. And let me go ahead and get the stuff that's gonna get up under my skin out the way first. Stephen A. Smith. Now, I'm gonna do my best to not be that passionate person. But at the same point in time, be that direct person. Like I'm going for a balance here. So Stephen A. Smith, who as of lately can't seem to keep his shoes out his mouth. He's catching flack for what he said about Jasmine Crockett. Deservedly so, in my opinion. And here was the thing. I said, let me go see what he said. Now, if you Google search on YouTube for Stephen A. Smith, Jasmine Crockett, Steve, do you see who you associated with in them videos? Like, no, dead ass. Do you know who capping for you in them videos? Is that the company you want to be associated with? Yeah. Do you do you know who you got capping, vouching for you, validating that what you said about Jasmine Crockett that you now apologize twice for? Do you know? Because they're not gonna put your apology on their page. Like that's the thing. When you be irresponsible like that, you here we go. Because clearly nobody at ESPN told you this. So I'm gonna give you the lesson. Which I'd have liked to have thought by now. As old as you are, you know this. Clearly you don't. So I'm in my 20s. I'm working at Best Buy. Right. I'm a supervisor. We did a training video. We didn't got called in first thing Sunday morning. They asked, how do we feel? Here come Theo. Oh, he can't wait. Oh, that video ain't right. What? No, that dude, he should have said something to that person within, you said 10 seconds? Well, he saw him 10 seconds ago. He should have said something a long damn time ago. And then you don't bother the person. You don't harass the customer. You introduce yourself to the customer. Let them know that if they need anything, you are right there. All they got to do is holler and you walk away. Let the customer do what they gonna do. They ain't do none of that in that video. Yeah, I said that. I said that. Now, what happened to me, Steve, I know ain't happened to you. I got called in the office. I got called in the office. I got called in the office by the sales floor manager, right? And the store manager. Yeah, they called me into the office. Two dudes that didn't look like me. But they said something that to this day, I'm like, that's the truth, Ruth. They said, Theo, first of all, we agree with what you said. Let's get that out the way first. But more importantly, you can't say that. What you mean I can't say that? The hell? You can't say that. Why can't I say that? Because while you exemplify the maturity, the intellect to know what needs to be done, do you know what folks heard you say in that room during that video? The folks that ain't gonna move like how you move, that ain't gonna do what you gonna do. You know what they heard you say? That video wrong. They ain't hear nothing else you said about no 10 foot, 10 second. They ain't heard nothing you said about you should have just introduced yourself to the customer and walked off. They ain't heard none of that. All they heard was a supervisor that's cool, that they like, say that the video we just brought in for training was wrong. Who you think they finna listen to? The folks in the video or you? Now, I'm sitting there saying to myself, these two dudes putting way too much on this. They are. They're putting way too much on it. I ain't got that type of pull. I don't. Oh, that was Sunday. I come to work Monday. The Geek Squad. We familiar with that? Best Buy Geek Squad. I go up front. I'm looking for something for a customer. Here's what I get. I got 3 associates standing there at the counter. And you know what they talking about? What I said in the video. I'm going up there looking for something for a customer. Hey, Theo, yeah, man, you were dead right. Huh? Yeah, man, I appreciate you standing up, man, because oh, Lord Jesus. Because ain't nobody that's talking to me right now a supervisor. Ain't nobody that's talking to me right now a junior supervisor. They're all either a member of the Geek Squad or a sales floor associate. And I've watched them enough to know they don't always be on their team, on their square when it comes to doing their job. From that moment on, I made it a point. Kimoyo will tell you. I'm mindful of what I say. And regardless of how hard you think I may or may have not went, you need to know there were at least 2-3 clicks harder I could have went, and I chose not to. So what am I saying, Stephen A. Smith? Now, mind you, I was writing what I said. I didn't have to apologize to anybody. I just needed to be mindful going forward on what I was letting coming out of my mouth, because I never knew who was going to hear it and how they were going to move in response to it. Thus, the words that I let come out my mouth need to be very, very direct. They need to be tactical, if you will. I need to make sure, and still some folks manage to get it wrong, my message is deliberate and on point, and I don't waver from it. What am I saying to you? You apologized to her and then offered up an explanation. That's weak sauce. You should never back a Republican. Yeah, let me draw that line in the sand right now. As a so-called intelligent brother, you should never back the Republican Party because the Confederacy is over there. Or does it not? That don't apply to you? The KKK supports the same party you keep vouching for? Or does it no longer apply to you? Because I get when I start to see brothers and sisters ascending to a certain level financially, they stop, let them tell it, they stop being black. Not to them, you don't. But you offered up the apology. You didn't know that Jasmine was responding to the vitriol that Donald Trump put out there. Did you just arrive on this planet? Have you been deaf and blind for the past 10 years? So what you're saying is when he started the whole birther movement, you didn't check in. When he said he could delete somebody in the middle of the street and folks would still vote for him, you didn't check in. When he stood at one of his rallies and made fun of a physically handicapped reporter, you didn't check in. When a young lady was at his rally and he encouraged, and she was physically assaulted at his rally, you didn't check in. Now you checking in. That's not gonna fly with me. That's not gonna fly with anybody that's got a brain. That's not gonna fly with anybody that calls them. Well, you know what? I don't know, because see, I'm confused right now. I don't know if that's gonna fly with anybody that calls themselves pro-black, proud to be black, because that color looking real gray right now to me. Because you would be one of the loudest voices in the room. And also one of the most wrong voices in the room. It's the reason why they call me the grill, but you are a journalist, right? And everything that I just said is what? News. It's news. And it ain't recent news, my guy. This ain't 24 hours, 48 hours. The stuff that I just mentioned got years, if not decades, associated with it. You didn't check in? January 6th, when he encouraged people to storm the Capitol, you didn't check in? When he threw that party down Pennsylvania Avenue and the Confederate flag was flying down it. Mind you, dude, I got all that video stuff on my cell phone. I will never delete it. Never. Because he encouraged it. You didn't check in? Now you checking in. Now you checking in. When he said that he wasn't no different than the brothers, our younger brothers, appealing to, because our brothers have been done wrong by the criminal system, dude. Like, you not stupid, or are you? You know it's brothers locked up right now unfairly because of the judicial system. And that's what Donald Trump appealed to. You didn't check in? You said you invite folks to your debates on your show all the time. You say straight shooter. I'm shooting straight. Now you checking in. Should I call you Stephen A. Smith or should I call you Johnny Come Lately? Here's a bit of advice from an older dude to an older dude. When you wrong, just say you wrong. When you try and explain why you wrong, you run the risk of making it worse than it was before you opened up your mouth the first time around. That's as much time as I'm gonna give to the particular topic. It don't take that much. Be quiet. You're a journalist. You're a sports journalist, specifically a basketball journalist. Those are your qualifications. Based on your comments on your podcast, you're not, watch where I go with this one, you're not mature enough nor intellectually enough to speak on any of them other topics. You not. And you making us look bad as older black men. Stop. Go look at who you associated with, dog. Like, for real. Google, go on your own YouTube page and search the names of the cats that you got affiliated with you right now, who vouching for you, capping for you. You should be ashamed. You should be ashamed. That's what I got to say. You should be ashamed. Keeping the party rolling. They didn't care to check him or clock it. Now they experiencing their karma. Watch what happens to them. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. Don't put that fake apology out there and think folks not gonna remember. No, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. Moving right along, because we could talk about that, but kind of like staying in that sphere. So Andre Ware. What we got? Hold on, make sure I got this note here. Stephen A is not alone. There are others even worse with no qualifications for anything. I know, grandmatter. I know. And I miss Walter Cronkite. I miss Barbara Walters. I miss Dan Rather. I do. Like my grandfather used to sit there on Sundays and watch 60 Minutes. And I never could really appreciate it. Like, but I miss responsible journalism. Like I miss when the basketball journalists just talk basketball, maybe some football, because you was pulling double duty. They ain't get caught up in this other stuff. Lord, I miss that. I miss them days right there. I miss them. Oh, I wish I had my CBS Evening News. I did not value it the way I should have when my grandfather. I had the NBC News. I had the ABC Nightly News. Yes, Lord. I even had Tavis Smiley on BET. I did. We had the show on Saturdays. When BET had the college show for the kids and everything like that. Yeah. Oh well. When journalists were real journalists and not entertainers, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I miss them days right now. You know what? Never mind. He is an actor, though, right? Stephen A. Smith, he is an actor. Been on Young and the Restless. He ain't gonna act like that. And mind you, big dog, I'm celebrating your acting career. I just need this other stuff left alone. So, Andre Ware. I said this on TikTok now. When I think of Andre Ware, I think of the dude that used to be the quarterback for the Houston Cougars back in the day. Yeah, played college football, quarterback, brother. Yeah, brother. Right, won a Heisman Trophy. Yeah, he's a college football analyst right now. He is, and to a degree, he's still rocking to a degree, low key the same hairstyle he had in college, look fade and everything. You know, nice look. Yeah. Andre Ware. Yeah. This ain't him. No, this is not him. This Andre Ware would be a MAGA supporter. And we had the No Kings Rally across the country this weekend, which, as I said on TikTok, I don't even know why we got to have a No Kings Rally, because that's almost like we forgot why this country was formed in the first place. Because we was trying to get, I say we, damn right. We was trying to get away from, this is my country too. We was trying to get away from imperialism. Like didn't we get this in elementary school? Did I miss something? Didn't we get this in middle school? Did I miss something? When they was bringing the Encyclopedia Britannica to our houses, did I miss something? Didn't we get this lesson and reiterate it again for the umpteenth time in high school? Like, I ain't trying to be funny. I'm just asking questions. Please don't make me feel, because I remember American history. I can't say I always got the best grades, but I was there. Grandma and granddad made sure I didn't take no days off. I was there. And then I went to college. Am I missing something? Y'all let me know if I'm missing something. So that's it. Because I'm trying to figure out if that's what we got away from, then there really shouldn't be no reason for a rally, because we should never ever be trying to go back in that direction, right? You see what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of like if folks left a whole other country for that. Me and mine was over in Africa chilling. We was good. We pull up on each other every now and then. You know, I'm on your set, you on my set. We square off every now and then. You know what I'm saying? That's what it. But we was there. We right there. We was good right there. It's folks that literally left a whole other landmass. Folks, ain't that the history lesson? Folks left a whole other landmass because of what the imperialism, the kingsmanship that was going on over there. Ain't that why they left? So that's why they left. Why they trying to get what? No, see, but anyway, right. Keith Sweat saying something just ain't right. It just ain't right. I ain't getting it. But anyway, Andre Ware looked like if a strong wind came by, he'd blow away. He showed up to, I said he was a MAGA supporter. He showed up to a No Kings rally with a blowhorn. You know what I mean? One of the mega horns and everything like that. And he was talking that talk. And he got arrested. I'm gonna say that right there. He was talking that talk and he got arrested. Now, let me say, well, I believe we should be nice, respectful to one another. Don't say nothing to somebody you wouldn't want them saying to you and everything like that. You know, sticks and stones may break my bones. Right, I get that. Okay, all right. That said, me being who I am, there are certain places you can, Don Cornelius used to say, you can bet your bottom last dollar you're not gonna find me at. Let me say that one more time. You can bet your bottom last dollar. It's just certain places you're not gonna find me at. Why? Because I know I'm not wanted there. You say go where you celebrate it, not tolerate it, right? Right. Well, my views don't line up with their views. I don't think they like me. I don't think they like me. I don't think that. I don't think they like me. I don't think they like me. So why would I pull up to an event organized by some folks that don't like me, or some folks who I disagree with, vehemently disagree with? Why would I pull up to their event? I by myself. That's why would I go anyway? They got an event. They got an event. They got an event. Their event ain't got nothing to do with me. It don't. Well, he pulled up. He pulled up and he got tossed out. He's in his feelings about it. But I would ask the question. Why not go to a MAGA event that day as opposed to going to a No Kings rally? MAGA events happen all the time. You could have went to the MAGA event and you could have been around folks that think like you, act like you, don't want to be like you. Like they don't want to be you. Now that's the thing you need to understand. You might be able to come hang around, but they definitely don't want to be around you at all. Why ain't that where you went? Because I got choices. Do I go to the KKK rally? Do I go to the MAGA rally? Do I go to the Confederate rally? Or do I go kick it with the Rock With Me Nation? Like you got choices. I don't think you made the right one. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't think you made the right one, and I think you holding the wrong people culpable because I'm of the mindset you went there looking for trouble. And they got a saying in our community, our culture. I would like to think because you are one of us, you know what that is. You play stupid games, you what? Come on now. You play stupid games, okay. You might have to ask somebody, but hopefully they'll be able to tell you. Next on the list. So I might have triggered somebody over there on TikTok when I was talking about this. So the death battle. Buffy the Vampire Slayer versus Blade. I don't have no Buffy the Vampire action figure. I don't. I maybe seen a few Buffy the Vampire episodes. I've seen all 3 Blade movies. I've seen all the last 2 Blade runs. Got them. I got a Blade action figure. Low key got a Bloodline action figure. His daughter Brill. Kimoyo say win stupid prizes. Yeah, that's what happened. So I come into this death battle thing because I'm looking at it pop up on my YouTube feed, and there's some folks feeling some type of way. RDC did a video on it, which I got to check out, by the way. I can't wait. Did a reaction video. So I'm like, okay, I'm reading comments, and like I don't want to say it like that, but it's quite a few folks feel like that shouldn't have went the way it went. Did that's how they should have. And congratulations, shout out to Fiction. He played Blade in the video and everything. I do not know the young lady's name. I don't. My apologies. But shout out to Fiction. So I saw it. I read all the comments first, and the comments were predictable. Read into that what you will, but the comments were predictable. So I watched the video. Now, here's what I'm going to say. If you a Blade fan, that's cool. If you are a Buffy the Vampire fan, you're going to be like, no lies detected. I like Blade. I saw Blade fight Dracula. I did. I like Blade. I feel like one more time, I like Blade. And I know Blade is basically a full-time vampire right now because he got all the abilities that Dracula got. I get it. I like Blade. I didn't know Buffy was working with all that. I didn't know she was working with all that. Like I did not know. Let me see what Grand Madam say. Let me make sure I get this. Buffy, who came up with that one? Grand Madam? Grand Madam. All ain't it. That's coping. All I'm gonna say is this. The best way I could put it to somebody is like this. I like Blade, you like Blade. You like Blade, I like Blade. I'm a Supernatural fan too, though. I am a Supernatural fan. Stay with me. So let me ask you a question. Blade versus Dean with the mark of Cain and that jawbone. Which one? Who you looking at? I'm gonna ask that question one more time because I watched Supernatural and I watched Blade. Who you got your money on? Dean with the mark of Cain and that jawbone or Blade? Who you got your money on? Because I'm looking at it like this. Theo, no. We Blade fans. We saw Blade 2. You saw Blade 2. I saw Blade 2. We felt good. Blade 1, we're like, yeah. Some dudes, some cats always trying to ice skate up here. We felt good. Blade 2, the ending fight scene. Like I knew Blade was gonna win because it's his movie. It's got his name on it. But you remember when Buddy suplexed him? Let me keep up with these notes. My daughter's fans of Supernatural. I got tired of all those demons. It was a whole bunch of them. Wasn't it, Grand Madam? they was coming out the blood. They was coming out the walls left and right. They was coming out the walls left and right. But the dean with the because I want to make sure we understand, because I like Supernatural. Dean with the mark of Cain was a whole problem. Dean with the mark of Cain and that jawbone. So Theo, what you saying? I understand how skeptical, how some of us might feel, but as I say, feelings ain't real. It's just feelings. Logically speaking, with all that Buffy got going on, she OP. She OP. Like, good Lord Jesus, have mercy. She got everything for anybody. Like she got more than a little bit. She got more than a little bit. Blade ain't got more than a little bit. He ain't been OP like that yet. Not saying he can't get there, but right now he not there. So, Dean with the mark of Cain was vicious. Blade had skill. That's a hard one. Yeah, cause Dean was killing demons. Dean was putting in work on angels. I didn't see Blade get into it with some vampires. I have. I did. Yeah. Anyway, I just wanted to touch on that because I seen it. Now I know why. All I'm saying is Buffy OP. But Buffy is just OP. I think if we realize that, then while we might feel some type of way about that outcome, it kind of is what it is. Moving right along, though. So Wonderman, can we play a game? All the extra stuff adding that Buffy versus Blade was still for that girl. So watch when I say this right here. So I'm spitballing here. If it were the other way around, and Blade had everything she had, and all she had was what Blade had. Because if it's the other way around, Blade got everything she got, and all she got is what Blade got, I'm picking Blade. It ain't even no contest. It ain't none. I didn't know Buffy had all that. But Buffy damn near as a vampire slayer sound like T'Challa as the Black Panther. She got every damn thing. But I don't want to belabor the point. So shout out to my brother Daryl, shout out to Kimoyo and everything like that. We have been laughing all day today. We have I put the post up there on TikTok. It's generated some interesting comments from us. From us. Those that aren't us, once they get the knowledge in regards to, hey, this might not be your thing because you really don't know. They don't know, so they don't really get into it. But us, Lord Jesus, have mercy. So I figured what I would do is, you know how I said David Letterman be doing the whole show, top 10 and everything like that. So top 10 comments for why it doesn't matter if you hear Abdul Mateen plays Wonderman or not. Let's go in no certain order. You're acting like there are only 10 black actors in history. They'll find someone. When asked who, no answer. Next comment in response to this question. So, which black superhero can a non-black actor portray? Real or fictional? The response, Not sure, to be honest. I'm not aware of every character, which everyone doesn't have their skin color tied to the character. All right, let's keep it going. I like that. That was funny. In regards to the same question, well, no, because Luke Cage's blackness matters. Choose a black character where the race doesn't matter to the character, and you'll have a point. Which black character would that be? There's hardly any white characters where the whiteness actually means something to them. 95% of the time, they just white and that's it. Let me keep going here. Wait, my daughter is calling. I will answer it right here. Hey, girl, you okay? Yeah. I'll call you right back. Y'all let me know if the volume has dropped and everything like that. I apologize, but she wanted to talk to Pops. Let's see here. I got called a plant. And I said, really a plant? Based on your name, this would be somebody called the Last Nazarite. Based on your name, you'd be one of the first ones angry if a white actor played a black character. Your name is troublesome that you're okay with him playing a white character, vice a black character like Blue Marvel. Their response to that, which I thought was very, very interesting, which was no response at all, depends on the story. Nazarite is indicative of a vow, not a race, by the way. I never said it was a race. Your name's supposed to say something about you, though. Are you honoring that vow? Let me let me keep it going. What other interesting comments do we hear? I got asked, was I white? On TikTok. You know, when you put all that stuff on there, where folks can literally look at your history. Some of them got your pictures in it. Yeah, that's great. You said the real world is the MCU, a comic book universe that the guy running it said he will grab stuff from Earth 616, the main continuity, and the 1610. Did he say that, or did he say that was the 616? Hold on, I got some more. Kimoyo told me to stop earlier today. Keep going here. Taskmaster's race never mattered. There's plenty more. Abomination, Beast, Mystique, Juggernaut, and countless more. Race and gender don't matter if personality and powers are on point with good writing. Race only matters if you whitewash a character. That takes away the personality and culture away from the character. That's the real issue. Changing the character where most say a race, but what they really mean is culture. Changing the personality, making Black Panther white changes the culture. Ben Grimm is Jewish. Kitty Pryde is Catholic. Mark Spector's Jewish. Making Black Panther white changes the culture. Making Shang-Chi black changes the culture. Making Thor Mexican changes the culture and changes the character. Most white characters, the culture is irrelevant. Not all, but most. Matt Murdock. I'm just a comic book fan. But I told the person, based on the names you just used, I can't even take any more comments from you seriously. Like I can't, you seriously enough to even want a response. I can't, because you clearly don't know what you're talking about. Let's keep the party rolling. Let's see here. I've already stated previously that black characters tend to have their color tied to their character story. The creations of their characters were typically a response to injustice in the real world. White characters were just characters because it was normal for everyone, and so their color wasn't every thought of when they were created. So it's harder for a black character to get whitewashed because of the circumstances of their origin. This is why it was so easy to delete T'Challa. This is why it was so easy to delete T'Challa. Find another black actor to play Blue Marvel. Why can't Yahya Abdul Mateen play Blue Marvel? That was the role they offered to him. Well, why did they offer him that role? Why didn't they offer him? Because I know what the next question is going to be. Well, you would have to ask them. No, I'm asking you because you don't want to keep saying all this. Why didn't Yahya Abdul Mateen ask about the black characters? We have people that audition for roles all the time. Tom Hiddleston auditioned for Thor. He got Loki. Anthony Mackie wanted T'Challa. He got Sam Wilson. Michael B. Jordan then went on record saying he T'Challa. You know, you going on over here with Eric Killmonger. That's what you do. You good right there. Oh, okay. So don't nobody know how to answer what? Because clearly we got it in history where actors have auditioned when they send in the audition tape, auditioning for a specific role. If I'm auditioning for the black character and you give me the white character, why didn't you give me the black character? What are you finna do with the black character? Is the black character finna come to the screen? Or are we just not gonna do anything with the black character? If the answer is we're just not gonna do anything with the black character, why not? I'm black, the character white, the character black. Why can't I play the black character? Well, we want you to play the white character. There are other white actors out there that can play the white character. Let me play the black one. I like that. That's an exact science. 2 + 2 = 4. Banshee, Colossus, yes. Thank you, Kimoyo. From Grand Matter, race adds a dimension to the character. Change the race, and you'll change the character. This lets me know that the folks that be talking, they not comic book fans, which is crazy because I go above and beyond to identify myself as a comic book fan. This is a show based on a comic book character. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with that, but what we're not fishing to do is just be called racist because we don't like it, because that's where you headed at right now. No, we're not racist. What I don't want to see the black, as Daryl said, is it black representation or black substitution? We're saying they do know Simon gets with Wanda, right? I doubt it. I doubt it. I don't hear anybody over there. They will come on to the post saying, look, wait, here come all the non-Simon Williams fans to say he should be white. Well, no, you got me popping up over there with knowledge. You'll get some Simon Williams black. In what comic book? Yeah, we literally had somebody blurt that out. Simon Williams black. In what comic book? Because I bought Avengers Assemble and I bought West Coast Avengers, and I know he coming out in the comic book in a couple of weeks, if not a month. He white. So what? Oh, the Ultimate Universe. You mean the universe they finna end in 2 months? And we ain't gonna ever see that character again? You talking about the same universe that gave us Black Nick Fury just for him not to do a damn thing in the 616? That what I be telling y'all. They even we don't think we know. Even we think we don't possess the knowledge. Don't sit there like, who you think you're talking to? Maybe on it. What's going on, Mr. Mark? What's going on? So I don't think they know. They would be surprised. We talked about the whole brain algorithms and everything that came over for Simon and went over to the vision update. No. What they do know is they know enough to know that they are fine with not seeing the black characters. Because mind you, ain't nobody said yet. The ones that are disparaging what I'm saying, ain't now one of them said yet, damn, you right. He should have played Bill Foster. Damn, you right. He should have played Adam Brashear. I don't know how many times I didn't mention Kevin Gribbio's name over there. I don't know how many times I mentioned his accomplishments. Mind you, they don't know who he is because I literally had to say that was the biggest damn werewolf in the first Underworld movie. You didn't see that? That dude had been in other movies. You don't recognize him? Bro, they don't know. Grand Madam, they don't know. Now, here's the damnest thing. Don't know is one thing. I'm of the mindset, the way quite a few of them talking, they don't care. But they proud to be black. They are proud to be black. Moving right along, though, because I don't want to keep on that because we literally could. We've covered Stephen A. Smith and Andre Ware. What we have not talked. Oh, here we go. Y'all ready? Jonathan Hickman. Here we go. Y'all know I just finished covering the story, right? David Liss's run, Black Panther, Man Without Fear. Please y'all hit them likes and everything like that. Just covered David Liss's run, Black Panther, Man Without Fear, Black Panther, Dangerous Man Alive. Right. Hope y'all enjoyed that. I will be compiling all of those into a playlist soon. So if you have not, go ahead and peruse it if you will. But I asked the question, I said, where does T'Challa go next? Fantastic Four, I think 607, 601. So we got T'Challa there. Now, there was a time frame, if you were keeping up with T'Challa back then, I don't want to say he went MIA, but much like right now, he didn't really have his own comic book. While I was doing some Black Panther research, because I want to make sure I get black, for those that want the knowledge, I want to make sure we get the knowledge out there. While I was out there looking at that, I came across this. And I said, wait a minute. And this is coming from Jonathan Hickman, and we know he wrote that Fantastic Four issue. He said, hold on now. Oh, we in the wrong. You ever go to your Instagram and it have you in the wrong account because you got more than one? So, per Jonathan Hickman, do not pew-pew the messenger. Do not pew-pew the messenger. For 3 years, beginning in 2013, Black Panther did not have his own solo title, but instead appeared as one of the primary members of New Avengers, written by Jonathan Hickman. Hickman later recalled that this was a conscious cross-media marketing plan to lead toward a relaunch of Black Panther coinciding with the feature film. That would be Ta-Nehisi Coates' run. In this series, Black Panther works together with a secret team of the most, we're talking New Avengers, of the most powerful heroes, the Illuminati. This is why quite a few of us was like, well, you didn't delete him. I know damn good well he ain't showing up in that Doctor Strange movie. While quite a few people were looking for him to show up and be a part of the Illuminati, and they wind up not using it. Right. This would have been the reason why people were looking for him. He often finds himself torn between the needs of his particular nation and more global concerns. In particular, he has a mortal conflict with Namor, who is responsible for a bloody invasion of Wakanda. Black Panther then joins the Ultimates, written by Al Ewing. That's why he was missing, or at the very least, didn't have his own comic book. Now, hey, look, I ain't the smartest person in the world. I've been wrong before, I'm be wrong again. I am, because I ain't perfect. I get that, I understand that. But you know, y'all help me out. My memory kind of foggy. It's kind of foggy. Remember when Christopher Reeve played Superman? Y'all remember Superman comic books stopping? Like they didn't come out? I went back too far? Okay, cool. Remember when Michael Keaton played Batman? Remember that? Do y'all remember them ceasing Bruce having his own comic? Like the only way you was gonna see him was like in Brave or the Bold or in Justice League, or did they still have a Batman comic book coming out? Like I said, I ain't the smartest person in the room. I'm not the sharpest pencil in the box. I've been wrong before. I'm gonna be wrong again. But what I'm asking myself is, so cross promotion to get folks geeked up, excited, stoked for the upcoming Black Panther movie. We wanted to do away with his own monthly series, put him in other comics, and then put out his own comic book when the movie came out. I'm gonna need to sleep on that one. I'm gonna need to pray on that one, because I came across this last night, and it still ain't made no sense to me. I wanted to though. I wanted to. It just 2 plus. I said I like math. It's an exact science. 2 plus 2 ain't adding up to be 4. What's going on, Mr. Martin? What's going on? Oh Lord. No, Grand Madam, no, he didn't do that. He didn't do that. He didn't do that. Dadgummit typo. So I don't know, Kimoyo. I'm just asking questions, because I don't think he made. I don't want to say he made the decision, because if I read this thing again, you know, it says, you know, it was a conscious cross media marketing plan. I don't without me talking to him, I don't know if he came up with the plan or he just went along with the plan. I don't know. It just, and you're right, Mr. Martin. The Ultimates was a nice series. But you know, hey, I just thought I'd ask. I ain't saying. I'm just saying. Moving right along, because we ain't gonna do that too much. We ain't gonna do that too much. Can we talk action figures real quick? My brother Darrell ain't here for this one. We gonna talk some action figure news. We are action figure collectors. That's what we do. This what we do. We get off into this and everything like that. We don't mind. We don't care what folks think. Our passion is our passion. That's what that is. And well, I'm not gonna say Hasbro was necessarily listening to what we was talking about. There is some stuff coming out that you might be interested in. You know what I'm saying? You might be interested in as a comic book fan. And we say, if you know what's growing, and sharing is caring. Right. So here's what we got going on right now. And it's available for 2-pack. They got Marvel, Medusa, and Gorgon. And I'm just gonna tell you that I don't know if you are, you know, if you're an Inhuman fan, but that Gorgon is worth the price of admission. Like I don't even know what to tell you. Like that's an impressive looking action figure. It really is. And then they got another 2-pack, Inhuman 2-pack We got Black Bolt and Triton. I don't know, you pronounce how you want to, right? That's another nice looking 2-pack. If you got a Black Bolt action figure, I get it, because I do too. This one comes with the wings that remove. As a matter of fact, I ain't gonna hold y'all. Let me jump off into this. So you got that right. Now with Medusa, you get another head sculpt, face sculpt. You get a clenched set of hands. So you got an extra set of hands and a clenched fist. We ain't really doing too much with Medusa. That's all they give you. With Gorgon, they give you the little energy spear thing. He be swinging. Mace, right? Got that. Got some clenched fists. That's what they got. This is an impressive action figure. Like, they skimping on the accessories. They are skimping on the accessories. But I would tell you that's a nice Gorgon action figure. It's worth the price of admission. We take a look at the second Inhuman 2-pack. This being Black Bolt and Triton. Like I said, brand new figure. I like it because Black Bolt wings are removable. They weren't on the other one. I was in my feelings. The accessories, what they did with this Black Bolt is the same thing that they did with the latest Spider Woman, the Jessica Drew action figure that they released. They have the small wings when he's basically got his arms by his side, and then they have the extended ones when he's actually flying. So you got that, as well as an extra head sculpt and 2 extra set of hands in regards to the Black Bolt. One head sculpt calm, one head sculpt has him screaming. In regards to the Triton, you got the action figure, nice looking. That green is nice. If you got the Cobra action figure, Marvel Legends, that green scaly paint, that's a nice paint job. Because one extra set of hands, the swimming ones, and an extra head sculpt, not bad. The Gorgon Medusa 2-pack is $62.99. The Marvel Legends Black Bolt Triton 2-pack is $57.99. It is what it is. Now, so this is where this where me, Kimoyo, Darrell looking at Mr. Smith, we looking at each other sideways. Because there's some stuff in here we don't want. There's some stuff in here we don't want. So there is an Executioner Build-A-Figure Ware. The action figure that does not come with the Build-A-Figure piece is the World War II logo. Why does that matter? Because I can tell you it's at least 2 of these action figures that I don't want. One would be the Warbow from the Crystal comic book series that I promise nobody asked for. Nobody asked for. No, you could have gave us another radioactive man. Instead of giving us that Crystal, you could have gave us another Age of Apocalypse Iceman action figure. Yeah, nobody. You could have gave us a Space Knight. Nobody. No action figure collector, no comic book fan. Nobody asked for Crystal. We damn sure didn't ask for Warbow. Nobody asked for Warbow. Nobody. But if you want the Executioner Build-A-Figure, you're going to have to get the Warbow and the black suit 6-armed Spider-Man. I don't really have anything bad or good to say about either one of those action figures. They are $27.99. You will have to get the Phantom Rider action figure, which I don't believe will be a problem for anybody. That is a nice action figure. If I take a look at it, that white is similar to the white plastic that we got in regards to the I'm forgetting his name, the Fisticonchu Moon Knight action figure. Comes with 2 pew-pews, 2 clenched fists, and an open hand. The hands that it comes with are the pew-pew hands. Yeah, nice action figure. Nice action figure. That will be $27.99. Then you have the Enchantress action figure. This would be the comic book accurate action figure. This would be the Marvel's Avengers Assemble action figure version of Enchantress. $27.99. Let's take a look at what she comes with real quick. Let's see here. She comes with an energy effect and an extra set of hands and the executioner build-a-figure. What's going on, Gray? What's going on? Let's keep the party rolling. Marvel Legends series, Werewolf by Night. Got to make a move on that. Why? Because I got his wife, Elsa Bloodstone, in the house. Right. Got to put that couple together. So we got that. We got Werewolf by Night. Let's take a look at the accessories that we got with it. We got the Build-A-Figure piece and the Build-A-Figure hand. So we have the Build-A-Figure left arm for the executioner, the Build-A-Figure left hand for the executioner. So Theo, what are you saying? Ain't giving you no accessories for the Werewolf by Night. That's crazy. We get what I was looking for. Mysterium Armor Iron Man. Those of us that were rocking with the X-Men during the Krakoa era, we got Avengers Assemble. We got, what is it? Uncanny Avengers and everything like that. This make me feel good right here. This will be my go-to Iron Man armor. And as Daryl said, yes, it's because it's magic proof. That is available for pre-order right now, $27.99. Let's go ahead and take a look real quick at the accessories for this particular Iron Man. Yes, he can get down in the superhero pose. So he comes with a set of clenched fists. He comes with a set of blast effects. He also comes with a set of wrist attachments for his gauntlet, as well as the executioner's axe and the executioner's head scope. Yes, I'm going to be getting that. And for those who have a problem with the upcoming cardiac action figure, the waist torso, there not being any twist. I know I've heard some people make a comment about that, that they are disappointed about that. This action figure don't even. Matter of fact, it's more than enough action figures in your action figure collection. If they are built like cardiac Iron Man, where they don't twist at the waist. And you either A, don't care, or B, never noticed it. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. So we gonna make sure we got that. Let me see what else we got going on here. We got the werewolf. I'm not the werewolf. We got the World War II Wolverine. That's available for pre-order. You can get that. That action figure does not come with a Build-A-Figure piece. Because y'all knew, didn't you? You want us to get that Warboat. That's a damn shame. You know ain't nobody checking for that Warboat. Boy, boy, look here. They also have an X-Men 97 made to order Apocalypse. It's $119.99. My answer is no. I'm not a fan of the X-Men 97 cartoon look, but Buddy comes fully loaded. I want to say Buddy is 12 inches tall. He comes with a sword, a mace, an extra head sculpt, an extra set of hands, 3 different blast effects, a shield, a drill, and what looks to be a hand cannon. Buddy come fully loaded. But if you want to spend a change on that, go ahead and spend a change on that. It's right there for you. Let me make sure I do my due diligence, keep up with everybody. I don't want to be like that. I was raised with some manners. I see more folks have pulled up. Kimoyo King, my super producer, has pulled up in the building and everything like that. Thank you so much for pulling up. If you have not hit that like button, please, if you don't mind, you don't mind. If you don't mind, go ahead. If you don't mind, go ahead and do that and everything like that. So we got Gray in the building. Like I said, we got Mr. Paul Martin. And Mr. Martin says, has T'Challa become a slightly more popular John Jones backbone of his team that other heroes jot ride that can't hold a regular solo series? No. No. T'Challa is not John Jones. We have history that tells us otherwise. There's too many of us talking about that 4-issue series. Now, why was he just given a 4-issue series? And I'm talking about when the extremists were in it. I'm talking about when he had the cat eyes and the pronounced canines, when Baz had him going up against somebody else because she felt like he wasn't acting right. Why give him a 4-issue series? Okay. We don't want to ask that question. All right. A 3-year hiatus. I don't get that because I watch superhero movies, I watch superhero shows, and that's never been a justification or reason used. No, you kept putting it out there because you wanted people to get more comfortable, okay, with the character. All right. Well, if I look at Brian Hill, right, the first issue sold out before it even hit the comic book store. I ain't forget. It sold out. We can talk about it. Black Panther Blood Hunt, I'm telling you for a fact, because I bought them. Not Black Panther Blood Hunt, the Blood Hunts overall. That was one of the best, if not the best. How can I put it? Congruent running series, mini series that came out of that. Aside from the main series, the worst run I've ever read in regards to Black Panther was John Ridley, and that's his run is critically panned across all platforms. His run on Black Panther is the worst run ever, and it ain't even close. It ain't even close. You got folks that do comic book reviews on Black Panther Imperial. I wasn't the only one. I was one of the ones that folks weren't really looking at, but no, folks checked for that comic book review. They did. It's folks looking forward to his upcoming intergalactic series. So it ain't that. It's what Darryl said. Which is mind-boggling right now in 2025. T'Challa has a dedicated fan base. I don't know if they could say that before, but they can say it now. And not only is that fan base dedicated, they're knowledgeable. I'm gonna be honest with you. And this is when I'm just gonna say it for what it is. There was a time when I used to, what's going on now? Tell them what's going on. There was a time when I used to go to YouTube searching for Black Panther content, looking for stuff that I didn't know. I was on YouTube looking at everybody else. You know how long ago that was? If I want to know something about Black Panther, well, if Darryl don't know it and Mr. Smith don't know it, I'm damn sure gonna have to go find it, because it ain't nobody else like that. The dude got a dedicated YouTube channel between me and Darryl. What other superhero are we saying that about? And they know it. They have, listen, it's the reason why me and Darryl numbers are so low, because me and Darryl keep that thing above. They know we know what we talking about. If they drop a maximum Black Panther and it's decked out the way Kimoyo then said it should be decked out, how they don't know? The most action figures a Black character has in Marvel Legends is T'Challa. How they don't know? Like John Jones we can't say that about John Jones. John Jones ain't got no damn movie. It ain't that. For some reason, They don't want to do it. And that's the thing with me, is nobody ever asked them the question. They don't want to do it. I pre-ordered that Iron Man 2. Listen, had to have it. Gots to get that. Gots to. Yep, Black Panther Blood Hunt was the best story coming out of Blood Hunt. It's a great Black Panther standalone story in its own right. I read Blood Hunt Union Jack. I did. I read Blood Hunters. I read the team that Cap put together. Somebody need to pay me my money back. That's all I'm gonna say. Somebody owe me some change. So I don't. It's a conscious decision. When I think about what can be done with Black Panther, I don't know why that's the decision that's being made. When I think about the representation, the diversity that's there, I don't know why that's not being done. I got LGBTQ featured. I got a white character. 2 of them, to be honest with you, prominently featured. I got a sibling relationship that when I think about the 3 siblings in that relationship, I don't know why I ain't got that story. Because I'm like, at what point in time would Queen Mother Ramunda snap on all 3 of them? Like, if y'all don't shut the hell up, like, I'm not understanding. I got Wakabi. He is married. And he got 2 sons. I got Cantu right there in the mute zone. The dude is smart. This dude got fauna that's mechanical. You thinking it's biological? No, it's not. I mentioned Christopher Priest. I'm not a fan of everything he did, but watch this. I do like David Casper. What is it, Kevin Casper Cole? I like that character. We ain't doing nothing with the character. Ain't the character multi-ethnic? See what I did there? Ain't the character multi-ethnic? The character multi-ethnic, if I'm not mistaken, his mother is Jewish, his dad is a brother, and he got an Asian girl fiance that we ain't seen in a minute while he been hanging out in Wakanda. And last we saw, she was pregnant. I don't know why. I don't know why. What I can tell you is this: we're not the only one, based on the traffic that's over there on TikTok. We're not the only ones that know it. There are quite a few people. I don't want to say, I'm gonna use the word appreciate. There are quite a few people that appreciate those of us that are knowledgeable and don't have an agenda. That's what I'll say. Hey, Black Panther's Blood Hunt was better than the main story. Okay, that's fair. Cheryl Lynn Eden and Fareed Karami should have been on board. I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you. Oh, let's see here. It was so much better than the main story. Listen, as far as me, you well, y'all know how I felt. My bad. Y'all know how I feel about that story. Yeah, no, so yeah, it was all that in the bag of chips to me, but hey, it kind of is what it is. But I just wanted to make sure, Mr. Martin, I don't think that's what it is. I think one character has proven that they're successful. We just don't want to do anything with it. The other character, if I'm looking at John Jones, and I like John Jones, I think we have got our best iteration of John Jones in the Justice League animation. I don't think any other, aside from that that other animated movie that they did where it looked like a throwback movie or whatever, but that animated movie. So I've only got John Jones, to my opinion, being done right. That animation, that movie, the series, and I want to say the run, I forget who wrote it, but it was when the Angel Azrael was part of the team. Those were the best 3 iterations of John Jones that I've seen. And I'm not reading Absolute Martian Manhunter, so that takes me out of the place, takes me out of the loop for that one, and I don't want to misspeak on that series, and I'm not reading it. Let's see here. Keep up with these notes. Let's see here. It is 8:51. We came in here for a good time, not to be confused with a long time. That was, we went over Hickman on T'Challa. We went over our pre-orders. Comics this week, I'm light. The only comic that came out this week that I was collecting is Justice League International. And I want to say Green Lantern. If you want me to start doing reviews on that or do the shorts on it, let me know. New Frontier. Appreciate it, Greg. Totally super producer. If you want me to start doing shorts on that like I was doing before on Justice League, or you want me to start doing comic book reviews, let me know and I'll go ahead and make it do what it's gonna do. So that's it. I had a light week. Coogler, last but not least, Ryan Coogler reboots X-Files for Mom. Yes. Gonna get on up out of here. After this topic, Ryan Coogler, his mother is an X-Files fan. I ain't mad at that. Now, I myself think he's going to be successful doing the X-Files. And the reason for that is because of his success in regards with Sinners. I believe that's more so his skill set that there than the superhero genre. Now, with that said, his mom is a fan of Scully and Mulder. You ain't got to give 2 damns about what Theo thinks. You ain't got to care about what the Rock With Me Nation may feel. You don't. But your mom, oh, see, it's a whole, that's a whole different animal. Because see, you got to see her. You ain't got to listen to me. You ain't got to listen, talk to nobody. Huh? You got, oh, you can't. And I'm gonna tell you, I felt the same way. My mama was when she was living, a huge James Brown fan. I've told folks, her being a James Brown fan made me not want to watch Get On Up, because I like, no, we ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna do it. Because see, what you're not gonna do is you're not gonna mess up the dude that my mom, that was her favorite dude. Like, you ain't gonna mess that up. Thankfully, I watched it, so I don't feel that way. Mom would have been proud of the job that Chadwick Aaron Boseman did in portraying her favorite art. Yeah, mom would have loved that. Mom would have loved that. I can say that. I can say that. I can say that. Yeah, this ain't got nothing to do with me. Me, I'm wishing you luck. Me, I think you got it. I think this is right up your alley, big dog. I think you got this one. That said, my opinion don't matter worth a damn. It really, well, probably feel like it never did in the first place. But your mom, you mean the person you got to talk to, at least talk to, if not see on holidays? You mean the woman that raised you? Yeah, I get it. Her life is probably better now, I'm thinking, than it was a while ago. But you can't get that wrong. And you know that. We know you can't really disappoint mom. You can't disappoint mom. You can't. That's gonna be a long conversation, long and uncomfortable. So I'm hoping you knock that thing right on up out the park. Because if not, that's I don't even want that conversation. Who is he going to kill? See, you can't. Nobody. His mama watching him. That's why I ain't even mention that, Kimoyo. That's why I ain't even mention that. One, this ain't my fight. It ain't. This ain't my fight. That ain't my show. That ain't my show. Married with children, stay away from that. That's me right there. Family Guy, stay away from that. Stay away from that. But this ain't my fight. This his mama is a fan. His mama is a fan. And I don't know if he really understands what that means. But X-Files fans, oh, you better not get that wrong. Your mom, his mom belongs to that group. She's an X-Files fan. They got novels out. Y'all know I ain't lying. They got not graphic novels. They ain't got no images in them. No, they got novels out based on the X-Files. Oh yeah, you don't get that wrong. Please don't get that wrong. Like I'm saying it like this. As much as folks want to think we ain't got sense. Like, let me just say that right here. As much as folks want to say and act like Black Panther fans ain't got sense, oh Lord Jesus have mercy, X-Files fans ain't got nothing to do with that. What's Andre Ware? What's up? Ryan can stay with the X-Files, stay far. He can stay with the X-Files. We say stay far away from Marvel. Yeah, we are all in agreement with that one. Stay all the way away. Stay all the way on over there. Matter of fact, I need him to get some more work. Like I need stay away from Rocky, Creed. No, but I need him to get some more work. I need Santa's Part 2. Bring me the other version. I need the twin to come back. I don't really like that, and I always be wanting to delete folks. But no, I need some Sinners too. I need some Sinners too. Yeah, I'm with that. But yeah, stay away from all this on over here. Appreciate Andre Ware pulling up, Big Andre pulling up. My brother D Real is in the building. What is going on? See, that's what I just say. Where I go for comment, where I go for my Black Panther knowledge, it's either him or Mr. Smith. I used to look for other folks. There's really nothing that them other folks. I ain't trying to say it like that, but you know how you're the student, and at some point in time you get enough knowledge where you become the teacher, right? So and it's only a couple folks I'm looking at that I still go to. So I ain't saying, I'm just saying. But yeah, so Ryan, if folks thought, and like I said, I'm rooting for him. If folks thought the blowback from Black Panther 2, let me just go ahead and say, if folks thought the blowback that he's received in regards to Black Panther decisions, recast and everything like that, that's gonna pale in comparison to if he get this wrong. Yeah, he get this wrong, and I don't believe he will. I don't believe he will, but I ain't the one he got the answer to. No, your mother is a fan. And if your mother is a fan, that means your mother knows some stuff. Like if me and your mom was talking right now, I could probably say, you remember that episode that had the Brady Bunch house in it? And your mama would be like, ooh, child, let me sit here and tell you. You see how I just threw that out there? Your mama is a fan. I don't know the X-Files like that. I don't. All I know is one dude played the shocker in the movie. He was bald-headed, and another dude was called the chain smoking cigarette man or something like that. That's all I know. I don't know nothing else. I don't know nothing else. I don't know nothing else. So going back over the nice topics real quick, because we about to get on up out of here and everything. We came in here for a good time, not to be confused with a long time. We going over that history. Andre Ware, not to be confused with Andre Ware that's in the live. That name, ooh, listen, see, we got Andre Live that's in the live. We got Andre Ware that's in the Heisman. And then we got the Andre Ware that pulled up to the No Kings Rally for no reason. I don't know. We talked about that. Sean Peyton, butt hurt by Russell Wilson. I don't know if I've covered that, but I will go ahead and touch on it like this. You upset because Russell Wilson didn't capitulate to you like you're used to somebody like Russell Wilson capitulating to you. You mad because you tried to run a play to look out for your organization, and you thought that brother wasn't going to look out for him. You sat that brother down. You tried to devalue that brother. Well, Mike Tomlin is a brother. So we signed that brother. And now when you got the quarterback that you want, instead of celebrating the victory that you got on Sunday, you want to throw shade. Well, here's what we can say when it comes to shade. Make sure that umbrella big enough to cover you. You're the one that was caught up in a scandal. My brother Kimoyo knows exactly what I'm talking about. You've only won one Super Bowl. In essence, you've only been to one Super Bowl. The quarterback that you're talking to has been to two. And he would be a two-time champion if it wasn't for the boneheaded decision of one of your peers, a fellow head coach. You and your feelings about Russell Wilson because you couldn't dictate to Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson is a grown man. I seriously doubt you being who you are, you have the testicular fortitude to say what you said at that podium to Russell Wilson's face in a room with the doors closed, just you and him. You don't have it within you. As Marcus Spears said today, you being a bully. Well, I have another name for bullies. It's called coward. You can have Stephen A. Smith sitting there wanting to explain what you did. Once again, Stephen A. Smith, we don't explain wrong. We apologize for wrong. Your foot, your mouth, you probably need to go get you some dentures right now because you really keep inserting said foot. Stop. Death battle. Blade versus Buffy. I had no idea Buffy was working with that. I understand how people feel, but I had no idea she had all that going on. I'm not a Buffy fan. I ain't really watched Buffy like that, but based on everything that they got Buffy going on, I don't know why Buffy was ever in any danger. But Buffy one step away from, oh Lord Jesus. But oh man, I don't even know. Buffy should have never been in any danger. Should have never been a question. Also, Wonderman. My brother Darrell is in the room. Bro, I'm gonna tell you what I said before you pulled up, because you were absolutely right. Black substitution, vice black representation. It's way more than enough of us that are content with black substitution, vice black representation. It's more than enough of us that we are in a hurry to see him play Wonder Man in ways we're not looking for him to play Adam Brashear. We wouldn't be checking for him to be the next King of Wakanda. Not looking for him to be the next Luke Cage. Not looking for him to be a better version of Sam Wilson. Not looking for him to be Josiah Bradley. Looking for him to be a younger version of Isaiah Bradley. Not checking for him to be a younger version of Bill Foster. I'm telling you, it's quite a few of us that don't care. That's disappointing. That's frustrating, because I said before, it's even those of us that are, and I don't even know how to do that one. It's those of us that call, and that would never be Sinclair. That would never be Sinclair. But to call yourself a black Hebrew Israelite and you champion that cause, crazy. Hickman on T'Challa, cross promotion. Like I said, Daryl, big bro, they took Buddy out of his main comic for 3 years as a cross promotion just to get folks excited for the movie that's coming out. I will send you what I read it, and it still ain't made sense to me. Still ain't. I ain't never seen that be the reason why you take a superhero out their own comic book to get fans excited for an upcoming live action movie. I ain't never seen that. Action figure pre-orders available. Bruh, me, you, Kimoyo, we've already talked about this. Me and Greg talked about it. I don't know. Kimoyo, we might need to open up another little side group over there on X with me, you, Greg in it, and Darrell in it and everything with the action figures. Lord have mercy. Shout out to Greg. Shout out to Mr. Smith. Be sending me action figure photos. You should know. You should have Sinclair. Said something with that one. You said something with that one. Comics this week. My brother Darrell has alluded to. We reduced our footprints. Now he has some comics that he's gonna be going over this week because you know my brother Darrell is covering Speed Racer, Racer X, Battle Beast. Yeah, he all the other stuff and everything like that. So you go over there. We ain't really got nothing for you with Marvel DC. Coogler reboot. Hey man. X-Files reboot. Mom is a fan. That's all I'm saying. Yes, we do have the cardiac action figure that will be dropping. I want to say January 2026. Make sure you got your funds in and everything like that. You don't want to miss it. Yes, we will be getting it. We will be getting it. And let me just go ahead and say this. If you think because of our skin complexion, we're the only ones checking for that figure, that's a lie. No, Dan, they displaying model behavior, been checking for it. Book Nice, well, Book Nice is a brother. He been checking for it. But Manny been checking for it. It's quite a few non-brothers that have been checking for cardiac, so don't miss out. Now, to make sure you don't miss out, here's what you need to know. If you ain't got these apps on your phone, please go ahead and put them on your phone right now. Put the Amazon app on your phone. You should have that. Put the Hasbro app on your phone. You should have that. Put the GameStop app on your phone. You should have that. Put the Walmart phone on your app. You should have. Put the Walmart app on your phone. You should have that. Put the Target app. Don't know why you don't have it. Put that on your phone. And the reason why I'm saying that is because there's no such thing as being sold out. There's no such thing as being sold out. Let me get up with these notes. We're at the 9:08 hour. We're going to get out of here before 2, which is good to me. Let me see here. My brother, not tell him what you got, not tell him. Sounds about white to me, Kimoyo. One of the most disingenuous death battles I've seen in a long time. Tonight in 30, pull up. My brother said pull up in 30. Not tell him they handicapped him to boost her. Ain't that you should, yeah, he said should have Sinclair on the show. They happy with what they giving. Don't complain when it ain't good. That part right there. Not tell him said Blade was done dirty. They didn't even bother showcasing his recent feats. They did talk about him being able to, because I was looking for that as well. Not tell him like, you know, this dude a vampire now, right? But they mentioned his whole misturning thing. What's going on, Byron? It's been a while, bro. I see you. We see you. Like we see you. So keep doing your thing. I'm proud of you, big dog. I'm just glad to say I know you. That's all. That's all I can say is I know you. So that's it. We are out. Thank y'all so much for pulling up. My brother has something dropping in 30. I'm gonna go put some on my stomach. Brother hungry and everything like that. Make sure for both myself and my brother that you make sure you're subscribed. We know, we get it. Make sure your notifications on. We know, we get it. You say you're already subscribed. Go check. Go check. You say you already got your notifications on. Go check. Go check. Because as Darrell and I have been saying, we'll say it again. There's no way in the world we're putting out content, if not on a daily, damn near a daily basis, and losing subscribers. How, when we talking about the same thing that got the subscribers here? Makes no sense. And they not promoting our content either. Yeah. So yeah, like, share, subscribe, pull up in 30 on my brother's Darrell's channel. Go check out the lovely Grand Madam. She got some videos up over there and everything like that. Get your knowledge up and everything. We gonna come back. You know, me and Darrell gonna make it do what it do on Friday. That said, you know, we still got our video, our pictures, our 1985 and Earth 421 and Mr. Smith. We don't know what Mr. Smith is called here yet, but we got a lot of stuff, a lot of content, Black Panther content, superhero content, action figure content to continue bringing your way. So make sure you got what you got. In the meantime, in between time, till next time, remember the late great Don Cornelius and Chadwick Boseman. I wish each and every last one of you love, peace, and so.